All right, man. We back with another hip hop one-on-one video. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next, to the bell icon button. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Excuse me. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Don't forget you can watch this live right now on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Goodfella TV, and X, aka Twitter. So appreciate everybody watching on them. You can watch the replays on them as well too. Even though the replay on Twitch is only for like 15 days or something like that. Other than that, you want to donate to the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. In addition to that, too, links will be popping up where you can donate and find the podcast to watch it in the morning. Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, 3 of the main ones. They're saying goodbye to Radio Republic and Google Podcast. They are going out of business. Like so many other companies, start the year. We got FedEx that laid off 12K people, fought for a new contract. Then you got the UAW, some of the big 3-star laying off people after the big contract. A lot of people sit here and fight for those contracts and don't understand business. A lot of people don't understand interest. They go buy cars, don't understand you paying 20-25% interest on the car. Don't know you buying the car 3 times over again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna talk about Eminem and Benzino. We're gonna talk about Wack 100 says a tape of Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion incident. Then we're gonna talk about, well, no particular order, Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. So let's start talk about Wack 100 saying there's a tape of Nicki Minaj, or there's a tape of Tory Lanez and what happened with Megan Thee Stallion. All right, he was on the bloggers joint, and I don't have the rights to show the video, but he basically said that on this bloggers video that there's a tape that really shows what happened with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. So and he known to lie, he known to he known to lie, and sometimes he known to be accurate. Now, one of the telltale signs of this says that he didn't actually see the video. He know about 3 or 4 people that seen the video. Now, he didn't say what was on the video, but he asked the lady that was actually interviewing him, did she what she think happened, and she actually said she didn't think Tory did it, and that so he basically said that he don't know why the video was concealed or how they suppressed the video. Now, if you're going back, conspiracy theorists, people are saying that Rock Nation has something against Tory Lanez, that Tory Lanez had found some industry hacker or something like that, and Rock Nation wanted him to sign over there. They didn't, so they threw him in the penitentiary. Now, we know Rock Nation got some shady characters over there working there. A lot of people got a problem with Desiree Perez, who snitched on the cartel. We had L.A. Russell said that they tried to put him in a bad deal, and he wanted to know if Jay-Z knew about it. A lot of people got a problem with Jay-Z did his people. He did Dame dirty. People forget the guy. The other guy he did dirty. He said he's going to get him a lawyer. He didn't. And dude ended up beating the case. He did some interviews on Art of Dialogue. So obviously there's a rumor that was alleged where Jay Prince and I forget a couple other people in the industry was going to try to buy a major distribution company, which never been done by anybody that's black. The closest came to own a major distribution. You know how you see Cash Money Universal, like own Universal, who actually have a major distribution deal, was when Sam Cooke, was a story about Sam Cooke and James Brown putting their money together to buy a major distribution, and then Sam Cooke ended up getting killed. And James Brown pulled out the deal. That was the closest guy, and they was posted with Jay Prince and these other guys. I forget the other guy's name. They was prominent. Proposed to do a deal, and allegedly Jay-Z snitched on them, and that's why people in the South got a problem with Jay-Z. All right, and that's why they downplayed Jay-Z, and they got an issue on that. So let me read it, and we can get the full context real quick. about it. So make sure you thumbs up the video. Check out the Hip Hop 101 playlist on YouTube. So he says Wack 100 claims unseen video. I don't think he said unseen, but it's unseen to him. The Tory Lanez shooting will end Megan Thee Stallion's career. I mean, her career already ended if we didn't know that real quick. I think she independent now. Because she said, she was funding her own album. That she needed all the hotties, which is her supposed to be our version of Beehives, to financially support her and go buy the album. I mean, now she doing Platinum Fitness, and like I said before, the thing about it is rappers don't have a hot, not a lot, everybody look at the anomalies, kind of like in sports, you look at Tom Brady playing till he 40s, or you look how long LeBron James is playing till he 39 at high level. Those are anomalies. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's career, LL Cool J career, Busta Rhymes career, those are anomalies. In the music industry, you probably got a one album window to be hot. How many artists you see never really follow up a good single, let alone a great album? And they say in the industry, if you're lucky enough to get to a second record deal, you know what I'm saying, then that's when the real money start pouring in for music. But a lot of artists, they out here broken. They look rich, but they broke. And a lot of artists end up making a lot of their money with reinvesting their money they get from shows and they get from advertisement deals. In the 360 deal she was with Carl Crawford, I forget the name of his record label. He used to be a baseball player. I think he played for the Rays, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And apparently a part of the part of the 360 deal he had her in, he was getting percentage of her show money. And now you see deals where they getting percentage of show money, they getting percentage of advertisement money. So some of the money that the artists used to get and live off of and fund their lifestyle, now, some of these newer 360 deals are now starting to get a piece of that pie. So you got to think about it. The average rapper, you know what I'm saying, they don't have 3, 4, 5 platinum albums, dude. They lucky to have 3 or 4 platinum singles or 3 or 4 gold songs. It's an anomaly. And everybody talking about how, it's funny how a case go by, like a Trayvon Martin case go by. Well, it's funny how Tory Lanez case go by, and then we think about Jonathan Martin Majors and how he got a raw deal. And what I heard about Trump today, I heard Trump getting a raw deal. So if you starting to really see this feminism shit is it's becoming very, very dangerous, bro. And that's what I'm gonna kind of, everybody think I'm gonna just get into Nicki and Megan beefing. No. We're gonna take a different angle on that. This feminism shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Think about it. How many guys in here, I don't, just in general, or guys been in a domestic violence situation that they didn't do nothing wrong. That a chick cried wolf. What's that song about Outkast Jezebel? What'd he say? Oreos hollering they got graped. Think about that for a minute. They was talking about that back then. So anytime you put the social media spotlight on something, that only help feminism grow bigger. So look, if they can do somebody like Tory Lanez, how they did Tory Lanez, if they could do regular guys like us, like they did Tory Lanez, and you wondering why a lot of these guys are remaining to be virgins, bro. You wonder why 60% of black men don't have a kid. 60% of black men are still being identified as deadbeat fathers or potential deadbeat fathers. So think about that for a minute. So chew on these facts for a minute. So it's just not Tory Lanez getting a raw deal. We getting a raw deal. As regular guys, we've been getting a raw deal. We've been getting raw deals, bro. We've been getting raw deals. And it's mad unfortunate, bro. Now you starting to see them kind of get somebody who got status in Tory Lanez. And, a guy who was established in the industry. He's a high head. We know some other things he did in the United States got swept under the rug. Right? That's cool. And then you started to look and you said, well, they started to get a rising star in Jonathan Majors. And that chick, and his visual of him getting assaulted. And there's witnesses that's in his favor. There's videos that's in his favor. So you think about it. You had a guy, Tory Lanez, who was an established musician on his way up. Well, they established himself, excuse me. You had Jonathan Majors, who was a really, really rising star and a hot actor who we had visuals didn't do it. He didn't do it. And then you got Donald Trump, who, just said he never met the chick and she lied on him. So they've been getting the regular men, right? You can go all the way back to Emmett Till. They've been getting the regular men because all women do is lie. This is why I urge y'all when your sister or your mama or your baby mama, your wife, whoever it is, come crying, talking about this dude did this to him, man, do not match emotion with emotion. You calm her ass down, you ask her what happened. Because a lot of times, a lot of these dudes end up in situations like Travis Rudolph. A lying ass, cheating ass chick that was married, told her brothers a lie, and got them put in the dirt and fucked Travis Rudolph's career up. That's another instance. You had a football player, a musician, an actor, and a famous, former president in Donald Trump. So you got the regular guys, us regular guys, right? You got the athlete, you got the musician, you got the actor, and you got the president, all falling victim to feminism and lies. There's a historic trend of women lying about this type of stuff. What about the dude that was Brian Banks had a promising career, and a girl lied, and she admitted on the jail call that she lied about him doing that to her, bruh. And guess what? When these women lie, Carly Russell, the brick lady, when these women tend to lie, there is no consequences and repercussions when they lie. There are minimum consequences and repercussions. So if I'm a lie and still not be liable to get sued or liable to go to jail for a serious charge, and I can mess up a person's reputation, and if I get found, if it go my way, I can sue him, destroy his life, get money from him. If it don't go my way, I don't have no risk. What's stopping them? Women are exempt and they are above the law right now, bro. But y'all don't even see the turn that feminism is taking either. Now they starting to beef with transvestites, transformers. And then they're going to start beefing amongst each other. And I told y'all, check out the Free Game 89 channel. I just uploaded two videos today and a short today. I got a video talking about lesbians' marriages are amongst they have the highest divorce rates of any other marriage. One of the one or two things, I think it's one and two things that the reason they get divorced, guess what it is? Infidelity and DV. Come on. All right. So this the video. So shit, I'll play it, man. If I get popped, I get popped. I hope I don't. Well, I can't afford to get popped right now. I want to play it, but I will read it. He said when the video comes out, the DA was trying to suppress. That's my legal. When a video comes out that the DA tried to suppress, which they did suppress, but I guess you try if it do come out, that my legal is now involved in. There will not be no more Megan Thee Stallion, he claimed. Her career already messed up. When the video comes out from the little Asian girl that followed them from the time she saw them get out the car that the DA tried to suppress, he continued. Shout out to the private investigators. I want to see what Megan Thee Stallion fans are going to say then. So, I mean, at the end of the day, she ain't got no fans. Maybe on OnlyFans. Ain't she doing OnlyFans? She ain't got no fans for real. What our last album do? Did y'all see the Boondocks? When Thug Niverson fell off, what was one of the first things he started doing? He started beefing with the little fake soldier boy, Sergeant Gutter. Megan Thee Stallion don't got a deal. Financing her own motherfucking projects. Begging bitches to buy the project. And then, financing her own deal. Now she started right beef with a 40-year-old housewife and Nicki Minaj. So think about it. So he got some exact details about who filed him, who taped him. Everybody got a ring door, but they was in a high class neighborhood, from what I understand. So if they got video cameras in the hood, you go around Atlanta, they got video cameras everywhere in Atlanta. You go around Detroit, they got video cameras starting to be everywhere. So these people got ring doorbell cameras. They got different cameras around their house. You know what I'm saying? So nobody looked out the window and was recording them and seeing them. Absolutely. So I believe him. Absolutely. Somebody recorded them. Somebody seen them. And when I knew Cause you know, I don't really like Tory Lanez for what he did to that other Canadian rapper. I forget the Dax. I ain't like that whole ass shit he did to him, where they was in Canada, and you know, basically Tory Lanez was battling Don Q. He said any rapper can get it. So Dax, you know, made a dog ass rap song about him, and then he pulled up on Dax and was recording it and acting like he punked Dax, but Dax got on the line and said basically that you know he didn't punk him. They had a whole bunch of guns pointed at his head and threatening him. That's some whole ass shit. So I really didn't really have no respect for Dog after that. And then I ain't no August Alsina fan before the news broke or after the news broke, but you going around beating up people while you got an open case. So look here, I ain't no big Tory Lanez fan either. But when I knew this was some bullshit, it's when her friend Kelsey asked for immunity. Okay, if you didn't do nothing, what you asking for immunity for? See, what you got to understand when it comes to these district attorneys, you know, especially when they females, bruh, man, they clitoris get hard. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to put a black man dick in the dirt. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, you know, dating black, dating white, dating Asian, it's all the same. This is it's a straight hatred for men across the board. There's a straight hatred. And I'm gonna keep drilling this in y'all head. I'm gonna take the comments out in a minute. I'm gonna keep drilling this in y'all head. I've heard the way wives, I've heard the way girlfriends and fiancés talk about their husband. These TikTok stories that they run in their mouth and they saying this been going on from the beginning of the time. There is a hatred there. It was a jealousy about men. There is a hatred about men. M got ate by Don Royal say by Benzino. I'm gonna get there. Wack 100 is a district attorney. I think his wife is a parole officer or something. Tory Lanez definitely got a raw deal though. Not saying I think he did. Jocelyn salute. Facts is the most protected female rapper I've seen. Megan Thee Stallion down road said that feminism crap is destroying the black community. Hold on, it's destroying the West. And I told y'all this is why Russia and China got a big problem, and this is why one of the reasons Africa, you know, fucking with them, because a lot of this liberal shit that's going on and this feminist stuff that's going on and this butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Rainbow community stuff is starting to affect the countries in Africa. It's affecting people in China. It's affecting their culture in Russia. That's one of the biggest gripes they got with the U.S., along with them sticking their nose where they don't belong at. But how many people stick their nose in Africa and steal their resources all the time? Come on, when they gonna run on the people out of South Africa? But see, that ain't just about that. Where was all the feminism when Dana White slapped his wife in public? That feminism crap was designed to go up. No, they going after white people too. Dana White just got a lot of money behind him for sure. They spoke on that, but you look at Trump. If they come, we know why they're going after Trump though. So I might, but no, it ain't just design. It's destroying white people too. You know what I'm saying? And it's only so long that you can keep traditional family values when you move your Asian community or your Asian family or Indian family over to the U.S. Please believe me, the Middle Eastern women, they be fucking niggas. They be fucking white boys. And the first to start off, well, I just gonna suck it. I tell y'all, when a woman box get the wet, it ain't nothing they can do to control that. Y'all know that feeling y'all get when it's 12 at night and you just gotta slay something. You would slay something ugly just to get one off. Women have that same feeling. I remember I was laying next to this chick and I was just talking, right? We sleep, whatever. And I was just talking shit. You know, that's just why I wasn't even meant to do nothing, right? I'm talking shit. And that bitch couldn't help it, dog. She said, man, she told me the next day she want to do it again. I'm like, this bitch want to do about 3-4 times. She told me, like, oh, you just had me so wet. Everything you was saying just had me so wet. I was like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck I said. I was half asleep, bro. That's why I told y'all, man, you know, the mouthpiece, you know, it worked. It worked. But women can't control themselves sexually. Just like when you shout out to my boy Jalen Young, just like how you get them horny urges and they always come late at night. Have a nigga, you know, cruising the strip or going to the bar, bro, 10 minutes before it pop, it's about to close just to get something. Women have that same feeling, bro. They get that, and I think it's worse for a woman because guess what? They got to go home and get the rose. They got to go home and get the vibrator. You know what I'm saying? Low key, you can go into the club bathroom, get one off, and get clarity. Now that bitch in your mind, she went from 100% I want to smash to -5%. Like, what was I thinking? Then promoting the NFL that is 80% black with the skinny white girl Taylor Swift. Absolutely, they trying to attract the other. Don't beef with Wack. He gonna pull out a sex tape, man. Yeah, hey, dude, definitely moving like the fast. Fast. Go back to Emmett Till. I just said that lady just died. Damn it, now. He said one move falsely accused man never get held accountable. Never. And even when you falsely accuse a dude, guess what happened? That's still on his reputation. He never shake that. Meg fans hate when people want to talk about immunity, no cap. I mean, when I first heard when they said that her friend wanted immunity, I said, for what? If she didn't do nothing, that was the biggest red flag. And I guarantee you, and I didn't really follow this case or remember it like that, but I followed it. But I remember, I'm pretty sure the district attorney was a woman. This is why I don't fuck with Kamala Harris and Jim Crow Joe. This is why I don't. Shout out to my boy Sean Down Sport. This is why I don't. And and like I said before, the previous generation, bro, man, I don't have no respect for this generation of our parents, parents, and these civil rights, these civil rights people that was just got notoriety because they took an ass whooping and got bit by a German Shepherd and got sprayed with a fire hose. I don't have no respect for them motherfuckers, bro. The more and more I listen to them, is the more and more they steered us in the wrong direction. Our grandparents, great grandparents, they spawned this shit. I remember people was telling me, well, Kamala Harris' job was to lock up black men. Let's see how many white guys she locked up. Fuck out of here, bro. She ain't black, bro. She pulled some hot sauce out, man. The two generations before us, shit, even before that, I'm just gonna leave it at two. They failed us. They failed us. They was the ones that's telling these women and shit. They let these lesbians. That's what happened. They let these lesbians create feminism, and lesbians created feminism was because they wanted to be equal to men, but they don't want equality. They want selective equality. I keep telling y'all that. Shout out to Chief Red Cloud. They don't want to pick up that box. You know what I'm saying? But they want to act like they us. Come on, man. But a lot of women want to run and go get with another woman and act like they gonna be able to change her or get her to act right. And them relationships never last. Real talk. What's good, CJ? I'm just checking in and see what's going on with Tory Lanez and Megan. Don't tell me they got a video that's showing Tory was innocent. Well, that's what he alluding to. That's what he's alluding to. Wack 100 is alluding to it. Real talk. This is why, man, anybody can come into the black community and they can get in. They can get into the black community. They can fit in. We're going to accept them. They can culture votes, leave and come back in. This is why I don't respect black people, bro. This is why I don't respect the community, bro. I don't respect hip hop no more. I don't respect the clothing. I don't respect the artistry. I don't respect the dancing. I don't respect the penmanship. Only thing I really respect is the production to a certain extent. Only respect my word I only respect is Malcolm X, and I ain't mad at it. Unless you going back to like Marcus Garvey or just talking about big names that people know. Kamala East Asian, absolutely. And all she do is smile and giggle. She ain't did shit for these sisters. Joe Biden ain't did shit for nobody. But people that just tell you that people like undertones. I just leave it at that. So if they got a tape, man. Yo, I don't care what Megan Thee Stallion do. That's why she gonna get hers, bro. I keep telling y'all karma is real. Just because you don't see it happening to a person, everything ain't got to be televised. But let's move on. Let's talk about the Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj was going around not too long ago on Joe Budden's show, and Joe Budden sitting there like a fucking beta male, right? He's sitting there like a beta male, right. He's sitting there like a beta male, letting Nicki check her. See, one thing about it, a chick come on my show, I don't give a fuck what I paid you to come on my show, or if you come on, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to come on here disrespecting black men, Now, you got some gripes. You're going to be respectful. You're not going to be yelling, screaming. I don't give a fuck about the views. I don't really care about the money I'm going to get. Look, I'll resend you. You can keep the money. She going on there talking about how black men shouldn't be criticizing women on social media, saying women fat, saying women big. right? We shouldn't be criticized. Man, y'all sit here and y'all started it. Men been silent, black men and men been silent forever. Look how Tia Mari did Corey Hardrick. And I'm about to piece this shit together, don't worry. Corey Hardrick ain't say nothing other than I didn't cheat. I don't know why she left. Corey Hardrick ain't say shit. Look how Jada destroyed Will Smith. Will Smith ain't said shit. So you got guys that's silent. You got guys that's tired of being silent. That's tired of suffering in silence. That's why I support the Manosphere movement. I don't like, of course, you're not gonna like everything that's on the menu at a restaurant, but it's why I support the movement. Man, been too silent for too long. But you other men say, oh, they doing this crying and bitching and complaining. And man, how? How's defending yourself bitching, crying, and complaining? How's telling other brothers, guess what? I found solace when I started dealing with this type of women, or these the red flags that I seen, or I just chose to go abroad. What's the problem with another nigga's problem? Selection. Why is another man you mad at somebody else's preference and he just sharing what's worked for him and what's not worked for him? I understand why women mad about it. Because now they in debt, they lonely, and now they gotta work twice as hard. And they not built to work twice as hard. 3 times men are meant to work until they can't work no more and die and work and die. Men, women ain't built for that. It's gonna be a lot of women working until they die. Right? So she sit here and go on this rant and talking about how what men shouldn't do and we shouldn't criticize women and all that. Man, shut the hell up. You got a whole fake ass booty. You got a whole makeup face on. You got a blonde hair on trying to be Iggy Azalea. You got a whole pedophile for a brother. Then you go marry a pedophile. Hold on, time out. Don't sit here, and she ain't even from America, and tell us what men can't do. If you want to sit in here and put your 400-pound ass on Instagram, you're going to get criticized. If you want to sit here with these nasty ass BBLs, you're going to get criticized. If you're going to keep coming with these makeup faces, you're going to get criticized. If you got your body made up, there's going to be people, women and guys, are going to do the before and after picture. You're going to get criticized. I remember I came on, I did a video for somebody on Facebook, and they teased me because my beard was nappy. So what? Tripping about it? I just woke up and did somebody a fucking favor. No matter what you do, people are going to criticize. Niggas is gonna hate. What Lil Uzi say? Niggas always hate. Shit through the gate. He went in on that bad and bougie. Lil Uzi can rap. He just, hey, it is what it is. Especially before he went to the industry. I got to give him his credit. His verse on Bad and Bougie, man, that shit was fire. But when niggas just see, niggas can't get past the visual. Niggas can't get past the visual. He said, all these niggas, they hate. Shit through the gate. Go to the strip club and make it rain. 100,000 in your face. He said, I count that shit in your face. He was talking some shit on that shit. I get credit where credit is due to the young generation. I will. I fuck with Pooh Shiesty too, bro. ESTG. I fuck with some of the young guys that really I mess with. I mess with all my Detroit rappers too. My favorites: Payroll, Peasy, Babyface Ray, Icewear Vezo. GT be going crazy. V's. He going shout out to Kobe. He put me on V's. I'm from Detroit. I didn't even know. But hey, nonetheless, so she's here talking about how and I would have respected if she would have went on Joe Budden and said, well, men and women, or black men and black women, shouldn't be criticizing each other on. We need to be getting it. No. It's always Jermaine's fault. Now, if she would have said we both need to start criticizing, we need to love and we need to marry each other and we need to just turn off social media, we need to she would it's always the man's fault. But then what did she turn around and do? Cardi come up, she hate on Cardi. Anybody that come up, she turned on Doja Cat. Her and Megan was cool. She turned on Megan Thee Stallion. So don't tell us how black men don't need to be criticizing, but here you go calling one of your peers, somebody that you should be mentoring and showing how to look out for this, that, and don't sign this deal. You should do this. You talked about the girl dead mama. And the killer part about it is this is one of the number one killers for relationships. Listen to me. your homie relationship, your mother, your sister, your girl, your wife. This is the number one killers of relationship. It's communication. Instead of calling Megan Thee Stallion up, was like, because Megan Thee Stallion didn't even, like, it wasn't even clear that Megan Thee Stallion was dissing Nicki Minaj. Instead of calling Nicki up, you know what I'm saying? Instead of calling your homeboy up and asking him, hey, bro, you know, Tiffany said, you tried to make a pass on her last night. And in his story, but that's why I try to get both stories. Like, if you fucking with Tiffany, that's your bitch, whatever. Oh, yeah, Tiffany said you made a pass on her last night. And my nigga was like, man, no, she tried to hit me up. She tried to fuck with me first. I got the messages. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You got to get both sides, bro. Now, sometimes some of the evidence so blatant, I don't need to hear the other side. I ain't got time for it. Or sometimes it's so irrelevant, I just cut it off. Hey, that's to each his own. But she could have called Megan Thee Stallion and was like, did you, was you dissing me? And maybe she'd have been like, no, you misunderstood it. And we wouldn't even got this far. But it's the same woman that told niggas to stop criticizing or told men to stop criticizing women on the internet. If you're going to put a 400-pound gorilla on my Instagram screen, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to criticize it. Me, not personally, I'm just not going to follow it or hide it. But people going to criticize it. And let's just figure out how this is going to be black man fault. How is this black man fault? How is this our fault here? How you a direct hypocrite? You tell us not to criticize women, not to call them fat, talk about their feet, and once you really look, I'm gonna say this shit, bro. Once you look, I heard somebody else say this. Once you look at black females' whole style, and what's so funny, the brick lady said this shit. That's why a lot of people was thinking that she was a transformer. She had a video from back then when she was accusing black women. See how she tried to lie on black man too. She was accusing black women of stealing their style from Transformers. I don't know if you can find that video, but it was a video of the brick lady accusing black women of stealing their style from Transformers. That's why people wasn't sure if she was a woman or a guy. He said black American women or black women in general steal their styles from transvestites. And that's absolutely true. This is why you have a hard time telling if a woman a man or a woman. I remember Charleston White said he was a TV show back in the day. He did an interview way a few years ago. I think it was last year, a couple years ago, about they had a TV show. He said he used to fuck him up. And they used to say, guess who the woman and who the man. He used to get it wrong. He said, man, I used to think I was fucked up. I forget the name of the show it was. So yeah. Look at their whole style, bro. You got the lashes, the eyebrows, the caked up makeup, the caked up, the foundation. And they don't even know a lot of that makeup on your face that you're using is throwing off your pH balance, bro. It's poisoning you. The weave. So we ain't even talking about the enhancements. We talking about the weave. They wearing wigs now. They wearing eyelashes. Who remember he got game? Remember he was messing with the little hoe that was with the pimp and shit, and she had a whole wig on and shit. Come on, man. All they style come from transvestites and or transformers and prostitutes. No wonder these young niggas confused. And then you throw in the enhancements, the hip enhancements. They got somebody in the comment section told me when I was live a couple last year, they got Virginia enhancements, if you catch my drift. They got knee enhancements. It ain't good enough just get your teeth fixed. And then check this out, man. Greg Adams was saying that shout out to Coach Greg. He was saying that a lot of the prostitutes and hookers used to wear big eyelashes to prevent them from getting pink eye and stuff from Johns. Now you can get pink eye from chlamydia, and I think also maybe gonorrhea too. Because I seen a story on TikTok that the lady was saying that somebody she knew ended up getting chlamydia in their eye, and they got it from a gym bench. They didn't disinfect the gym bench, and they got it from a gym bench. Probably put their head where somebody coochie or ball sack was. So yeah, so they used to have long eyelashes to prevent them from getting pink eye when they was dealing with Johns. So their whole style is coming from transformers and transvestites. Then you throw in the BBLs, you throw in the hips, you throw in the chest, you throwing they getting transformers getting stuff chopped off. They getting stuff put back in. They getting tummy tucks. They getting all man, dude. Come on. Look at these pictures, bro. They take all that shit off. They totally different people. They take all the breast and Megan Thee Stallion had imprint. You know, O'Shea Du Jackson, he exposed her for having implants too. She had enhancements too. She ain't all natural like you ninjas think she is. And now you got a movement of women that are saying, "Oh, if you don't got a BBL or if you don't wear makeup, you lame and you can't go to the club." Are you stupid? Do you know that makeup is destroying you? It's the reason your hot box is stinking. And they say the average, but I don't want to really get into this. But I heard another black woman say on the panel that the average weight for a black woman is 200 to 220 pounds. They weigh more than me down there. They wear more than the guys. But that's what happened. I forgot the theory that matter of fact, hold on. I forgot the theory that my brother a battle rifle told me what that was called. I'm trying to look it up right now. I got so many bookmarks, it's ridiculous. It's a theory they did with mice. And I bookmarked it. They don't bookmarks. They don't say your bookmarks, they don't even go by in order that you saved them. It's crazy. I forget the name of the theory. And basically the females became the dominant they became the dominant species over the males, and they became bigger and stronger, and they became bigger, stronger than the male mice, and the mice civilization ended up dying. So you got a peep game out here, bro. This is an agenda. But then she telling us, "Oh man, don't talk about black women. Don't do." But then here you go disrespecting black women. You got to lead by example. This is like when I see parents that smoke weed and then their kids grow up in teenagers and they start smoking weed and they start wanting to put their hands on their kids or discipline their kids. And you've been smoking weed around them their whole life. Add that shit up, dummy, dummy. That's why I don't listen to none that women say they won't, bro. I just tell dudes to do the opposite. That nice guy shit, man, you wasting your time. You gonna get friends on. I tell people to be live and direct, and we about to end it off with Benzino and Eminem. So yeah, it's coming. He said, look into the libertarian Mrs. Akakis. Okay, you gotta have to email me that or DM me that on Instagram. I ain't gonna remember that. They do for them immigrants. Hey, what was so funny? I was watching Anton Daniels Millionaire Morning Show this morning. Really, that's a really good show by him. You know what I'm saying? And they were showing the immigrants in Denver. They about to get kicked. Denver's not about to no longer support their housing and financials no more because that's one of the sanctuary cities. And why some of the immigrants had their nails done, they had phones, they had makeup on. These didn't look like no immigrants where, they look like refugees. We used to see it like the Avatar Last Airbender or how they used to portray refugees back in the day. Man, these hoes had nails, they had hair, they had their face done, they had kids, young kids, like they just was born. Like, bruh, only in America they could tell black people is begging, but do for other people and then tell us ain't no money. A lot of women want men to take care of their whole household and everything like they great grandparents back in the day, making top dollar like today and save all the bread while the men, well, they ain't saving all the bread because they gonna spend they gonna spend that money. They gonna spend your money and their money. Right? And then while they doing all that, that's why some of your great grandparents and grandparents, that's why some of your uncles and great aunts and nieces or great aunts and uncles look different from everybody. Your grandma was getting her back blew out by somebody else. How they tell you how, Granddaddy Earl had a family across town. Your grandma has some kids that ain't your grandparents, that ain't your granddaddies. We got to call a spade a spade. Nicki Minaj's illegal immigrant wasn't even born over here. Yeah. They always the one, man. She came in a joint suit. It's all Jermaine's fault. I see every day when I encounter other black people how much I don't give a F about them. There you go. I'm telling you, bro, all the time. All me and Tom was talking about how we stopped holding doors open for black women, bro. I only hold women in general. I only hold doors open for old people or my elders. I remember I tried to hold the door open for a lady, and she went through the other door. I'm like, bitch, I wasn't even trying to talk to you. I was just being, can't be nice for him. Today, I had matter of fact, I had this I had moved to one of the benches by the freeways and shit, and somebody left a 25-pound plate just right in the middle of the floor. So this girl, she unracking hers. This is a grown ass lady. She unracked her weight or whatever. So I took 25 over there, racked it, and I noticed that she had two 25s on the ground. So I just racked them too. You think that bitch said thank you? Absolutely not. This is why, man. This is why I'm cold with these hoes, bro. Unless I step to you, man. I'm cold with these hoes, man. Man, cold as it. Man, black people ain't shit. I tell y'all these bitches ain't shit, but black people in general, man, 95% of them motherfuckers ain't shit. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Same people steal from you, same people hate on you, same people lie on you, same people that hold you back. No cap. I think Megan is lying, bro. I don't think Tory shot her. If you follow that case, it will tell you that Tory got screwed up for real, for real. But then we seen who we say before Tory Lanez got screwed over. Oh, Travis Rudolph got screwed over. He lost time for his life over a chick lying, the football player. Tory Lanez got screwed over. Jonathan Major got screwed over. And we seen the visual. We seen Donald Trump get screwed over. At some point, men gonna have to take a stand, bro. And I think a lot of men are taking a stand. They not getting in relationships. A lot of these young guys scared to have sex. They see all the drama people going through. 60% of black men don't have kids. Guys getting passports. Guys not going for relationships. The only thing that's keeping these hoes afloat is tricking. Shout out to my boy Texas T 346. That's it. And once these dudes figure out that you ain't got a trick to get it, bro, like, come on. She took her whole style from Lil Kim. Exactly. Shout out to Lil Kim. He said the funny thing about it is, the guys, especially on YouTube, you are the main targets right now. I know they deadly going after Ed Time, Red Supreme on YouTube. Minister Jap, you talking about? Yeah, shout out to Jap and all them dudes. And Angry Man and Philip Scott, of course. They still was coming on Kevin Samuel. So I tell my mom, well, he didn't have to talk to women like that. That's the only way y'all understand. See, any man, I'm telling y'all the opposite. You could be not, man, bro. I've been nice and told, lady I with, hey, look here, man, you need to do this, or this is what I think you should do. They don't understand that shit. A lot of these women understand screaming, yelling, or my favorite is just, hey, man, I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. I mean, I was with somebody and I just stopped talking to him. What you're doing to me is abuse. Okay, if I say something, it's verbal abuse. If I don't say nothing, it's abuse. Man, once you figure out you can't, man, I'm telling y'all, once you figure out you can't win with them, bro, you just gonna deal with them when you deal with them. What Jab say? Pull out with the rubber. You just gonna deal with them when you gonna deal with them. It ain't gonna be nothing major. You're gonna deal with it. And if you find one that you really want to stick and deal with, hey, all power to you, bro. If you got a good one, for sure. I got one girl that I lock up. For sure I would. But that's a real short ass list. Charleston White said the same thing. Only trans get BBLs and do all that makeup stuff. Exactly. Do even porn stars be putting on all that makeup for real? I know they whole thing, the Snow Buddies whole thing was just the breast implants. I know that's their whole thing. I moved to Seattle and noticed the enhancement stuff is bigger in Detroit. The females out here like to work out because like the white girls. Yep, exactly, bro. Like yeah. All that's big in urban black areas. I mean, Seattle got a black area, but it's different. It's different. Your urban areas, like Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit. I mean, New York, Baltimore, like that shit. The tri-state circle, the Midwest, and all that. Absolutely. Even the women down south had different values. It was different from the women up here. I stayed in both. I don't see why black people vote. Neither party is giving us reparations. I mean, it's deeper than reparations. You look at Joe Biden. Look how much everything is shot up with Joe Biden. He constantly giving money to other countries. So it's deeper than reparations, bro. When you vote, it's deeper than that. The economy went to shit. You got to read a lot of these. Go search these dudes' policies up, bro. I ain't trying to sway your vote one way or another. I'm voting for Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't vote last time. I'm voting for Trump. I ain't gonna hide that shit. Shit, fuck that, man. Like Joe Biden, I told y'all about Joe Biden, bro. I don't care. They can march the Capitol all they fucking want to. Joe Biden trying to end gas cars before they fully ready. He's giving all this money away, shooting all our prices up. The economy went to shit, man. Just look at the Democratic cities and look at the Republican cities. Jonathan Majors got did dirty. He wasn't the only one. Shot the Angel, long time no see. He wasn't the only one. It all started with Travis Rudolph. That's where it all started from. Brother Malcolm Marcus Garvey, peace is more important than happiness. 7. It is, bro. The villain. And I remember I was talking to this chick, bro. We was cool. And she was like, what would you want if we got together? I said, I'd be wanting peace. She was like, peace? I'm gonna bother you. And it came off, you think it come off as a joke. Hell no, they serious. They don't want peace. They don't want you to be peaceful. Women hate your ass. I keep telling y'all that shit, bro. Women hate niggas, man. They hate men in general. You know somebody that's married, dog, he ain't the man that he used to be. Nigga hair falling out. This nigga used to be in shape, got man boobs, fat as hell. And soon as he died, she living off his 401k and pension. Always gonna say this line, Rick Ross, every woman was born to break her man. These women are out of control, no type of morality or integrity. They want to be like niggas, bro. They want to be like men. Their bodies don't work that way. And a lot of them alcoholics, just like niggas, they down in 40s, they down in Budweisers, they down in Heinekens. Kevin Samuels passing has something to do with foul play. Man, I ain't gonna get into no conspiracy theories, bro. I ain't gonna do that. He said off real quick. I ain't even speaking on that, bro. I ain't speaking on that type of stuff. That ain't that stream. He said, "Did you hear a lot about? You hear about a lot of guys going to Colombia and getting killed?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." I talked to somebody, asked that question. I think it might have been you, man. People was going to the Dominican Republic not too long ago, and they was poisoning Americans there. It ain't nothing different. A lot of times, them dudes go down to the Colombia, and they be messing with Venezuela women because they don't know the difference. And it's a bunch of Venezuela women that those are the majority of the migrants that's coming into the United States. So you can go ahead and get you a Venezuelan woman. I wish I could find that video that Anton used today. They was all made up, cleaned up, makeup, all types of shit. You can go, man. You don't need the same Colombian chicks that you think that's the same Colombian chicks that you think that you be hitting them in Venezuela. They Venezuelan, bro. They got videos on that. They Venezuelan. So let's go with your Venezuelan chick, clean her up, test her, and all that shit, man. Shit, you don't need a passport no more. Ain't no excuses. It depends where down south. Some of them spots the girls Oh, Atlanta for sure. Come on, we ain't got to speak on that. Atlanta for sure. Trash. Would not recommend. Trash. Black people should campaign to be tax exempt, stop funding oppressor taxes. And yeah, true. We all claim to exempt. What can they do as a people that they ain't already did to us? What ain't they ain't done? What they ain't done? But you can't get mass people to stay on code. Definitely vote for Trump. Angel said, I warned people about Biden last time. Too needed somebody that put America first and not last. And that's what Biden doing, bro. Can't even get his son together. right? But let's talk about Eminem. Let's talk about Eminem and Benzino, bro. Man, how old is these niggas, man? Ain't nobody got scuffled. Ain't nobody got nicked. Ain't nobody got shot. You know what I'm saying? All this beef between these jokers, right? This beef between these jokers is over the Source Awards and writing and hating on Eminem and the Source Award, or let's just say giving them a bad review. You know what I'm saying? It's give about a bad review, and it's okay. It's different back then because it wasn't no social media. So the Source, Benzino was one of the top guys at the Source, real street dude, by the way. Um, and they've been beefing since the '90s, bro. They've been beefing since the '90s, bro. And I felt like as much as as much as as much as back and forth they had over the years, ain't nobody got hurt yet. So I think, you know, they should sit down in the room and speak on it, bro. Because if ain't nobody got hurt, ain't nobody got stabbed, ain't nobody got shot, ain't nobody got nicked, what are y'all still beefing about something from 30, 40 fucking years ago? Come on. Quite frankly, this is something that need to be just it's just something that just needs to be, it seems like they just need to talk it out. You know, they just need to speak. At this point, ain't nobody been scuffled, not to my knowledge. That's the crazy thing. Ain't nobody been scuffled. Ain't nobody got nicked. Ain't nobody got cut. What are we still arguing? What are we still going back and forth about? I just got to know. It ain't nothing in this song that he ain't already knew about Eminem. Now, I got to agree with a lot of people. Eminem, he ain't never picked on a real MC in a rap battle. He ain't never started nothing with nobody that was, you know, the best thing he ever did for real as far as a battle was, you know, people say he destroyed Jay-Z on Renegade, which you know, whatever, right? So I go through these lyrics. Rock and roll was a black thing until Elvis came and made it different. That's true. White people will tell you that. You can't self-sustain. You too selfish. Wait and listen. What you keep saying my name, you put yourself in this position. I guess Eminem started off with his diss track, and I go there too, where he said something because he spoke on his daughter in this too, which, like I said before, man, I'm gonna get deep on his daughter in this line, bro. So I'm gonna really go in on that. He said this is what happened when the Celtics played the Pistons. Swish, all right, man. You don't need to just kick us while we down. You know, Eminem really ain't Detroit. I was minding my business, huh? You wasn't making any type of noise these days. So apparently Eminem started. So also a choice was made. Cloud Chase Benzino and Corey LeRae, that's his daughter. You still in your annoying phase. Wow, hey, what do you call it? When a man that stand is a stand. Help me coin the phrase, ha ha ha. I'm the culture. He said, you don't even be around. You don't even come outside. You don't even see your time. Ice Vezo said, yo, quote, yo, M, don't be showing the city love. You know, and kind of Big Sean said the same thing. He said, why you ain't got no words for him, huh? He ain't your city, bruh. I wonder why. We want to see. Just say something, please. Couldn't be possibly that you ain't really from the streets. He ain't. I was born and raised in my city, Beantown. They say Benzino serious dude too. You shouldn't come. You shouldn't come from me. I don't know where you from. Let's say Missouri misery loves. Well, Missouri loves company. So is that? I guess he trying to say that he's actually from Missouri. That's where he was born at. I'm probably more Detroit than you because these real ninjas know me. I was with YBI in '86 now, and that's my OG week. So okay, that line right here, I was YBI. See, YBI was a Detroit gang. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story too. Young Boys Incorporated, Butch Jones, actually Lamar, the real Lamar from BMF, uh he talked about Butch Jones in one of his DJ Snitch video interviews, and he talked about how Butch Jones basically wasn't paying his people. Now Butch Jones actually got a really good book. Forget what it's called. You can look up the YBI Butch Jones book. That's actually a really good read, bro. I read most of that book. It's actually a very good book. So, back long story short, the YBI was a Detroit gang. They used to go to the fights and be with, I think, Tommy Hearns too. They was at the Hearns and Leonard fight, right? And they infiltrated into Boston. They end up leaving, going to Boston. And long story short, apparently Bobby Brown ended up owing them some money, and they had Bobby Brown tied up in a room or in a warehouse or something like that, allegedly. And Whitney Houston ended up bringing a whole bunch of cash that Bobby Brown allegedly owed them for some dope debt, allegedly. And she brought down the cash in a briefcase or something and paid them off. So yeah. So yeah, he ain't lying about that. I don't know about his affiliation, but Four Corners, Columbia Point. My young boys had the Moseys on Dexter with the Bomb Boys close to me. So yeah, okay. So I can tell you a little bit about that. I used to go to school over there in Number Streets. So you talking about Number Streets, like and once again, that's another BMF reference. Like going south of that, I think it's southwest. And I'll tell you like where Meach and them started off at, Southwest East Meach. My homeboys used to go to Chassis, and we used to go hoop over there. We had some games over there. We used to do some pickup games. Southwest is a serious place, bro. And what makes Southwest so serious is the mountain pot between black hood motherfuckers and Mexican hood motherfuckers. So Southwest is a serious place, bro. I've been over there. I've been to races. And, I had a homeboy that lived on Dexter Northwestern. I had a homeboy that lived on Dexter and Hogarth. I just ran into my boy that lived on Dexter and Hogarth. I mean, in Northwestern at the gym. So I used to be over there in them neighborhoods and shit. Them serious neighborhoods, bro. Like you go like a mile up, you'll see Derek Coleman walking on Linwood. Yeah, the old NBA Derek Coleman, real street nigga. He said, okay, you found 50 and you put on 5 Detroit ninjas. Rest in peace to the best one. The rest of them sound iffy. So he talking about proof. He said, so let's go down your stable, okay? Gun left your label. So he talking about I forget who. Oh, is it West Side Gun? Yeah. He talking about Griselda. They dope. Benny left your label. That's right. Khan left your label. Royce left your label. Joe Budden left your label. Damn, Ortiz left your label. Now, Crooked I couldn't even save you. Nah, Yellow Wolf been out here flopping. And where the hell is, I didn't know he had Yellow Wolf. Where is Cash at though? Where he at though? I heard Obi Trice only twice and not a word from Stat Quo, not a word. Yeah, he basically made Stat Quo shelf Atlanta because Stat Atlanta, that album, because some of them songs is on NBA Live. And the rumor is that because Stat Quo didn't want to do Stat Atlanta how Eminem wanted him to do it. So basically Eminem made him, he shelved them, and then he actually released the album on a different label. He said, with all them false lines that you pitched them, shady records sound like less of a name and more of like a description. Stop it, chain here. A feature there besides of that, what did he do? He really didn't put his niggas on like that. Now, okay. Now he named a lot of his individual artists and stuff of that nature, right? But when you go to D12, it was, they were saying that Eminem on that Purple Hills album, whatever it was called, they basically was saying that Eminem was taking out some of their verses that was better than his. And why does this cat don't get the type of criticism that Diddy do, huh? Y'all see what all this corny rap shit do? Since you so hip hop, you should have went to Nipsey's funeral. Wow. If you support 50, then why you ain't go to Smoke funeral? He said, now I don't really know about all that shit, but hey, now you spitting gun bars, boy. I really throw two in you. Talk about I catch a stray, you pull it and squeeze it. I've been shot multiple times. What's a bullet to me? Look at me. Trust my process. I'm here to cook in the streets. You missing? He said you missing season like you rookie in Beeb. Zeno, call our women black bitches, then play the victim when there's distrust. He said, you keep using the art form that we created to diss us. Now he did. There's a whole audio of him saying black bitches ain't this, black women ain't good. You know what black women told me? Well, he apologized for it. I'm fine with it. But us black men, we apologize for it, and y'all keep going. That's why I told y'all, man. That this shit is crazy, bro. They want to be submissive to white people. Now, somebody had a comment at the last stream, and they basically were saying that black women want white men. That's true. White men are the most desired men in the U.S. because they seen as resourceful. You know what I'm saying? So that's a true statistic. And he did say that, and I brought that up to black women, and black women just said, "I really don't care about it." And I told y'all, bro. Now, had 50 Cent said some shit like this, or LL Cool J or Jay-Z, they wouldn't let her ride. I keep telling y'all be trying to please these black women, bro. Ain't no pleasing them. 80% of them, you just flip them for their heads and tails, and you just dip, bro. There's too many options out here for y'all to be stuck on one, bro. Just protect yourself. That's all I can tell y'all. These women are literally a dime a dozen. You can go to Belize, and it's a 10-to-1 ratio. 10 men, every 10 women is one man. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to try. Most of these women ain't shit. I keep telling y'all that, bro. And the women that come off ain't shit, you gonna find out these hoes got so many skeletons in their closet, so many bodies, right? They alcoholics. I be trying to warn y'all, bro. He said Drake be at these smack events where your ass was at. Oh, room full of hood niggas back to back and action packed, yeah. And in a pop rapper smack dab in the middle. Imagine that. Last time you battled shit was like 22 years ago versus Marv won. And Marv won. He said, what was the outcome of that matchup? Marv won. Oh, I guess that was his name. So he won. I swear you been afraid. You ain't no renegade, fam. You been a duck with my clipper blades. Cause you ain't with these fades, fam. Me, you, and Royce can box 2-on-1. Y'all get the same hands. I'm in the trenches with Ray-Bans. So when I lift them, they land. He said, I've been a made man. He said, you a little mangy minute made man. He said, I'm pissed all in your lyric lemonade stand. He said, my ninja, Young Z's dissed you. Milk, I don't even know what these girls is. Milkbone dissed you. Last Empire dissed you. Pace One dissed you. Real lyricists, but you ain't going back at them, did you? I don't even know them guys is, so y'all can inform me. Never, because you would rather battle pop stars to get your issues. You like to pick and low-hanging fruit. Let's get this clear. You diss Elton John, your mom, your ex Britney Spears. You diss Lana Del Rey, fam, Bobby Iggy, not Iguodala. He said the white broad. Is you shit me? Come on, man. Will Smith, Nick Cannon, Insane Clown Posse. What? I retired Joe Budden. He said when I tell a lie, stop me. So the thing about the Nick Cannon thing, Nick Cannon came to Detroit when he dissed Mariah Carey looking to beat up Eminem. A lot of people don't know Nick Cannon, like Benzino, a real street nigga. I think allegedly his father is found the original Blood Gang in San Diego. A lot of people don't know that, man. It's like Play from Kid and Play. A lot of people don't know that Play was a real street nigga. That just changed their life around. So people laugh at Nick Cannon. He corny. Nick Cannon, a street nigga. Y'all be wondering why Nick Cannon be fucking these hoes. Nick Cannon far from corny. Nick Cannon is more of a street nigga than corny, bro. This is what people don't know. Nick Cannon is really about that shit. That's what y'all don't know. Eminem picked the wrong one. And Eminem, he came up to the Crunk gym looking, or came up to the gym looking for Eminem because he was supposed to be training to be southpaw. But he was so unathletic and incapable of playing the role that Jake Gyllenhaal played in Southpaw that he had to turn the role down. So he said, Machine Gun Kelly, okay, that boy damn near whipped you. He said, what? Come on, dog. How Vanilla Ice gonna dish you? He said, how you going there? How that go? He said, if you thought graffiti bars was hard, or whatever that dude name and grab, I don't know, dude. You really need to grow up. Stop. You just playing Eminem. You ain't got no nuts, huh? Shit about to get really dark for you. On you what? Get the dogs on you to bark on you. Dog on you. Dog. Soon as you log on, you got them locked on you. He said, like laws on you. What? Soon as you thoughts are dawn on you, There's a problem with your hands now because I got it solved on you, right? Don't make me F around and call Benzino dog on you. I'm really outside and a really recluse. Need to get out more. He said, I run the outdoors. What? And I can vouch for anyone that been down, I can account for it. He said, and how about your mind will finally be off my neck when my hand squeeze around around yours, MF. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro, um, he ain't started. He ain't started. That man ain't started. You know, he ain't started. And then, you know, the whole thing, and I'm gonna talk about his daughter. So hold on. So apparently Eminem said something about his daughter. And also and as the version I heard, it sounded like he talked about Eminem being a mook. So I didn't read that here, but I thought that's what I heard. So yeah. I thought that's what I heard. Uh Hold on. Let's see if we can find Eminem shit. Shit was weak as hell though. I think this so Eminem did start it. So he said, "Yo, M, should I be called Skittles, sweetest mother?" Okay, this. Okay, this the wrong one. I apologize. Hold on. I don't know which one that was. Hold on. That must be another disc he didn't drop. That's probably the one I heard. Uh, so it's called Lyrical Lemonade. Let's see. What I heard, that shit was kind of cool, kind of whack. So this came out a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully I got this right. This the right one. So okay, I hope this right. So let me see. Let me double check this real quick, bro. Give me a minute. Hold on. I want to make sure I got this shit right. So it's the funeral. So this definitely ain't it. Hold on. Let me get this right. Hold on. Get this all the way together. Sorry. All over the place. Hold on. See if we get this shit together. So they ain't got the lyrics to this. Cause it's called let me see, the funeral, Benzino this. I did not have an Eminem. All I keep coming up with this is Benzino's diss lyric. So they ain't got Eminem's. So I don't think I'm doing that shit on purpose. I ain't see it. I'll show y'all. The funeral Benzino diss. They just got Benzino diss. So he dropped another one. I heard that one. In the other one he said that we ain't never seen Eminem with a girl around his arm. He said something about his daughter. And he said something, that other one, I ain't gonna read that one. He said he used his daughter, his feud with his daughter or whatever, right? Because Corey LeRae and Benzino don't seem eye to eye. And well, TMZ might have it. Let's see what TMZ's talking about. Hold on. So Eminem Doomsday for Benzino, motel hopping, no neck having bum. See, okay, at least they got something. So let's see what he said. So what's Doom? Oh, that's his shit. Okay, I ain't sure. Eminem used his entire guest spot on a new lyrical lemonade to unload on long time. Okay, that was a diss he did. Okay, I was confused. He said on Friday, Cole Bennett reunited Eminem for a new track, Doomsday Part 2, reprised Juice WRLD and Cordae duet to sample his role model. So I don't feel like you should diss somebody on somebody's track. I think that shit hella whack. M opens the bars. Now I got a riddle. What? One condition, you mustn't laugh. What is the opposite of Benzino? A giraffe. Okay, that's what he meant. And then goes for the juggler rapping. Go back at his neck. How the F is that? Yeah, how can I go at something he doesn't have? That's his daughter right there. If y'all know, she rap. She sing that that one song with that girls are players too. That's kind of catchy. They be playing that at the hustle classes. M claimed Benzino was swimming up to his neck in debt and frequent creeps at hotels, but also flashes trademark humor by bringing up CL. Well, I guess then I regret to inform you, hate spoil the day. What? But it doesn't bring me joy to say, guess what? Guess that Corey LeRae feats in the toilet. Hey. So, I mean, like I said before, he live people kids up out of it. And her little response is, no way I'm entertaining these grown ass men beef. They've been beefing for over 20 years. Laugh my, it is so stupid. All I can do is laugh. 2 decades later, damn, I'm grown, moving along. Yeah, and she right. She right. But my thing is this: you beefing with it, you beefing, and one of his disses, I heard one of his other disses too. How you beefing with somebody that provided for you, bro? See, that's this tell you like how you beefing with a person, a nigga that was there when a lot of niggas like Jalen Rose daddy was the number one pick in the NBA, Jimmy Walker. He never met him a day in his life. Come on, so let's not act like absentee fathers is just limited to black men or poor men or men that or men that that there are just it's men that rich that's rich or wealthy that's still absentee fathers. You know what I'm saying? This man, like I said before, man, I try to see things from both sides and logical point of views and stuff, right? But it seemed like a lot of dudes that be there for their kids, they get more flack than niggas that leave. And what's so funny about it is a lot of these niggas take the mama's word on what happened and never catch up with the daddy and get his side of the story. I had a guy, man, that I'm cool with, and he fought for his kid through the system. You know, he fought for his kid through the system, got him out of foster care. The mother lost him. He got him, and he said they don't remember none of that shit. All the vacations he took him on, all the great things he did for him, they still pledge allegiance to their mother. And you see why a lot of dudes just say, like Corey Holcomb, people got mad at Corey Holcomb because he called his daughter a B word. You know how many times I've been at a friend house or I've been walking the street and I heard a mother call they daughter something worse than that? How many videos we see on the internet, we see the mother handle the daughter and record it on the internet? And they want to say, well, black men are verbal abusers. Black men, we've been more verbally abused by black mothers more than anybody on this world, most of us. They are the queens of verbal abuser. So you see why a lot of men just choose to, just get the fuck up out of there. You see why. You see why a lot of dudes just say, you know what, I don't want nothing to do with it, bro. I'm about to disappear. Because you got the fathers that sit there. And this is one of the reasons why I'm scared of fatherhood. You sit there, you bust your ass, you pay child support, you come out of the pocket and do shit. You funding the woman lifestyle. And I said this lyric the other day. Project Pat got the original Players International. I Choose You with UGK and Outkast. The original beat was Project Pat on the classic album. Mr. Don't Play That. He said, "You fucking with my money when you lay on your child on your child support." He said, "Yo, I'm paraphrasing. Your baby mama give me half of my car note with your child support." Come on, man. Come on. What's the comedian, the white comedian, Gary Owens? Because he cheated on his wife, she turned his kids against him. What's so funny? A woman never tells you A woman never tells what she done wrong. Nobody ever tells what they did wrong. That's why you gotta get both sides of the story. But I guess when you come from a woman, like I said, we underestimate men underestimate the power of women. They are manipulative. They are very convincing. They are very deceiving. They could turn your own kid against you, and they can have been crackheads. They forget whatever the mother do. This is why a lot of dudes just say, you know what, I'll be a deadbeat. What about the dude that kept getting the girls pregnant? He was telling the girls last year or a couple years ago, I want to do with him, and people was criticizing him. It's stories like this is the reason why the niggas say, I don't want nothing to do with it. You do all that work, and what you get for it? You get nothing. You get your own flesh and blood turning against you. And when my boy was telling me that about how he fought for his kid through foster care and he still pledged allegiance to the mother, he did all this for the kid. That nigga was hurt, bro. He didn't want to show it, but I know when a nigga hurt. He take care of all his kids. And they don't remember none of that shit that she put him through and he saved them from. So when you hear a guy like Corey Holcomb say, man, fuck these women, I'll make another kid and all this time. Man, that's the pain that niggas go through. And women can say, well, guys got to choose better. I agree. But I will say this. You know, y'all had a choice, my choice, my body, when to have the baby. Y'all just look, if kids knew when most women looked at kids as a paycheck, that's all it is. If they stop collecting child support, they say, well, no more child support. You got to get the support from the daddy on your own. Do you know how many kids the birth rate would drop? These women get their tubes tied left and right. Now, to still be a nice percentage of women that want to have a baby by a guy because they want to stay connected. And that's not necessarily financial neither. A lot of women always want to stay connected with a certain guy. So they always want that connection. You feel what I'm saying? To a certain women that just gonna have a baby by a nigga just to be connected. But I keep telling y'all, bro, it's always a reason why. And a lot of men just choose to be quiet on it because it doesn't matter what you say. Travis Rudolph, Tory Lanez, Jonathan Majors. It doesn't matter what you say. Donald Trump now facing a lawsuit with a woman he never met. The story sounds bananas. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you there, you not there, you going. That's why, guys be like, well, I don't I don't want to die alone. Nigga, you know how many people in a senior citizen home are dying alone and they got kids that's alive and they leave them to go into senior citizen homes? Believe it or not, just as many women that get left and riding them as men. Because guess what? Men don't live that fucking long. So it don't matter if you was the best parent, the greatest parent, you was financially supportive. A woman can weaponize your kids against you, bro. Your kids that never want to get your side of the story. It was a Tubi movie I was watching with somebody, right? And one of the guys died. And one of the dudes that was like kind of hanging around was his daddy. And his friend was like, they end up being brothers, the friend and the guy that died, and they found out it was brothers. And, he ended up getting with the daddy drug dealer who was a secret daddy. He said, I've been paying child support for years. And the woman was taking the money, spending it on herself and telling the boy that the daddy was dead or whatever the daddy was. I'm telling y'all, man, it's nasty work out here. And one thing about it, when you have a baby with a woman, I seen this woman on Corey Holcomb show. She was from Detroit. She's a comedian. I forget her name. And she said that she just never used to understand why when women had babies, they would just go crazy after the birth. She said she didn't understand it until she had a baby. And she said that shit is real. When women have babies, it changes them psychologically. So that's why you see a lot of people have a lot of women be single and pregnant. And let me tell y'all another nasty shit about these hoes, right? A lot of these women, they be pregnant and letting another nigga have sex with them while they pregnant. This how shiesty these hoes is, bro. I done heard multiple men speak on that. I work with a guy like that. I said that nigga gonna kill your ass when he find out. Some of these dudes don't have no moral standards. They don't respect love. They don't respect relationships. They don't respect marriages. You gotta understand, bro. That's a death sentence. You know what I'm saying? So in the men's defense, like women's change, their mind changed. Benzino said he was there for Corey LeRae and that she lived with him, but since the mom ain't like him, she turned her against him. Yup, they gonna ride with the mama regardless, bro. This is why a lot of men they live their life. They live with the criticism. They live when they ain't being shit, but you can live with something when you know the truth. I say it again. You can live with something when you know the truth. T.I. got a song called what's the name of that song, man? Don't hate me, shawty. Even if you hate me, shawty, I still love you. I think it's off trap music. It might be called I Still Love You. And I think in the second verse, he talked about his relationship with his dad. He said, all I know is you was in Manhattan and I was trapping. He said, I grew up thinking you didn't care. He said, only side of the story I really got was my mom. I really never got your side of the story. See, the difference between having a son and daughter, your son gonna go through the same, more likely gonna go through the same shit you went through, have to bust his back and see how hard the world is, and he gonna sympathize with you. He gonna understand. Your daughter can never understand. 9 times 10, they can never understand. They can never understand. That's different. Your son get older, you start going. As I got older, I started getting closer and closer with my dad because I understood what he went through now. You know, but this is why a lot of dudes walk away. Y'all niggas be joining the sisters. Oh, you ain't shit, nigga, but you ain't got that nigga side of the story. You ain't got his side of the story, bro. This is why I don't be quick to judge people until I hear side story. When kids come and tell me, oh, he did this or he did that, well, I need to go talk to the other kid. And you put the story together, you like, oh man, okay, you want some bullshit. He said, okay, I never understood the beef when Eminem show dropped, and I was in 2000. I was on Eminem. You talking about the Martha Mathers Eminem show dropped in like 2000. It was early 2000s. It wasn't 2000 though. I want to say Eminem show dropped 2002. So you talking about the first Slim Shady LP? That's what I think you talking about. But Eminem show dropped in like 0203, I want to say. Yep, 2002. Yep. I was in middle school. Yep, when that dropped. 2002. You must be talking about that's my favorite Eminem album, by the way. You talking about the Marshall Mathers LP. See, that was the second major Eminem album, Eminem show. So yeah, Marshall Mathers LP was his first major album. Or is it the Slim Shady LP? Yes, my bad. Slim Shady LP was the first major album. That's the one. And then Marshall Mathers LP was his follow-up. Yep. And then Eminem Show was his third album, by the way. Exactly. Time to Grow Up. He said he was scared of Locks during the G Unit and versus Locks beef. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I believe it. And all this beef, basically, my bad. Basically, the beef over Benzino and the source giving Eminem bad reviews. And he felt like the reviews was biased. So that's where it started. It basically started off when Benzino was at the source. And he even said in one of them diss songs Eminem dropped in, how you had this chick let this chick give me a bad review. I let it slide. But you got to remember back then too, them source reviews, those was everything. Those affected album sales and everything. So that was like social media before social media. So I could see why he kind of was hurt over that, especially if you hold a bias over somebody, over, I don't know what it was, a woman, over because he was white or whatever. And there's some shit that could have been cleared up. And the source has when you used to go back, right? This how you know they didn't. Man, Benzino did an interview where he said they was just rating albums that he hadn't even ever heard. So if I'm Eminem, I heard that shit. I don't need to hear nothing else. You giving a rating to an album that you never listened to. Listen to that again. No. To me, I gotta listen to an album about 5-10 times before I can actually give it an honest rating. So a lot of times the source went back and gave albums 5 mics. They gave 3 mics, 4.5 mics, 2 mics to. He admitted that some of them albums that they was giving reviews to that he wasn't even listening to. So what type of music critic is that? So based on his omission on that, Eminem has ground to stand on. Eminem has grounds to stand on. He said Jay-Z's verse on Renegade was better. Yeah, I mean, I know some people that believe that. A lot of people say he was using that verse out to General Jackson. He was using that verse to talk to the Eminem stands. Benzino said he was there for the Corey LeRae. Okay, I read that one already. Bernice says that where's the bullet fragment from the police station? I'm telling y'all, man, it's a dangerous time to be out here, bro. These district attorneys are basically modern day lynching black men, bro. So imagine if Travis Rudolph, Donald Trump, I know he ain't black, but he white, so white people should be concerned too. Jonathan Majors, Tory Lanez. Imagine what they doing to everyday common folks who don't have the money to protect themselves. This is why a lot of dudes this is why you got a lot of dudes going gay. This is why you got a lot of dudes being celibate. A lot of dudes scared to touch women, bro. Cause they can just say a lie. You did something. This is why it's important to have cameras at your house. It's important to say text messages. This is why you hear a lot of people say they don't date women with kids. I heard a dude, he was on Dr. T. Hassan Campbell's channel, and he said he ended up getting railroaded in the prison system because an older woman he was dealing with, I don't even think he was of age. She got mad at him and said that he did something to one of her kids, so he had to go to jail for it. And it wasn't even true. I believe the brother. This is why it's a laundry list of reasons why guys don't date single mothers. It was some reasons I didn't even think about. Some guys say, well, I don't date women with daughters. Because they can lie. She can get mad and lie and say, I did something. And you can say, well, I know this girl. She got good character. We went to school together. All it takes is for one girl to get in her ear, or one mistake you make, or one assumption she can make, and she could throw you in jail, bro. Solo dolo, so they'll use your child as a weapon against. Absolutely. Absolutely. My mother was kind of the opposite. At first, she kind of got mad at my dad, but then, she used to force me to go over there. So I mean, it's always good that that people that you date or deal with have good counsel, logical people around them. Benzino was fire versus Eminem. A lot of people overlook his track because it's Eminem. He said, I don't even date single mothers. I only smash. They always are gonna want the baby daddy. Black Gotti, facts. I just spoke on that on my Free Game 89 channel. The video I dropped at 7:30. I forgot what I titled that video. That's soon. Hold on. I'll tell you what I just dropped. This is the last video that dropped, but I want to tell what it was called because I want to remember. This nigga getting tired now. The power of being honest with women. I spoke on that. I had a chick and we was cool or whatever. And you let a chick talk and her battery had died or some shit. And she called me and shit, but I didn't even see the call. I was doing some other shit. But then she told me, I called my baby daddy and he asked me for some, he said he couldn't help me. He was right up the street. And then he asked me for some ass and shit, man. And I'm just thinking like, and like I said, let a chick get comfortable, take everything. And I'm not stupid. We weren't dating nothing like that, but he always gonna have access. And what's so funny about it, she was talking about, well, I didn't, he cheated on me with this girl and and he's still with her. I say, you still fucking him. So why don't y'all just go into a polygamous relationship? Y'all come under one roof, right? Y'all come under one roof. Y'all live and keep everything separate. Y'all both sharing a nigga. Women are stupid, bro. When they talk about, I don't share no nigga, yes they do, and they be knowing it. And that's pretty much how you gotta treat single mother. It might be an exception to the rule, but for the most part, that's how you gotta treat it. Some of them is nasty as fuck when they get pregnant, bro. I heard, when I first heard the dude I worked with was doing that, bro, I wanted to smack him for old buddy. On my mama, I wanted to put hands on him for old buddy. And I heard other people speak on it. I said, man, nigga, like, man, why would you even trust a woman to carry your seed? At this point, why would you? What make you different? What make you different from other niggas, dog? What make you different? You could be the nicest, they dogged them the most. You could be the mean. What make you different? What Jap say? What make you think you great? If Jesus can't say these hoes, what make you think you greater than Jesus? Yeah, it was O2. He came up and them show came up. What make you think you greater than Jesus? And that's a fact, bro. Like, okay, the first beef I really watched happen was 50 in the Game. Oh yeah, you young as hell, nigga. We watched Pac and Biggie beef. We watched the whole Two Coasts beef over some shit that Big Meech was in the middle of. It's wild. He said some single mothers are fine with just having good time with you. I feel like some of them know they may not be wife. Of course they know, but it's always a sucker nigga. They are definitely happy with just having a good time, bro. Most women just want situationships. This is why I always tell dudes that you never ask a girlfriend to be your boyfriend, a girl to be your girlfriend. Excuse me. You wait till she bring that shit up and be honest with her. If you honest off the rip, like I just want to kick it. You know what I'm saying? But you never do that, and a lot of them just be cool, just with just and a lot of them will have you come over their crib, no cap. Why the kids there, do their thing and go. That's why I said, bro, I don't want to be. I've been on the dark side, bro. I don't want to be that nigga on the other side, bro. At all. I don't want to be that dude on the other side, man. Once you see how shady women is, I don't want to be that other nigga, bro. I know I done been that other nigga already. But the difference for me, I ain't got no kid attached to it. I ain't got no skin in the game. I ain't got no wedding ring in the game. I ain't got no kid in the game. None of that. I don't want to be that other dude, bro. I just rather be the side ninja. I'd rather just be the nigga that just, hey, I'm in rotation. That's Miles. I'd rather just be the nigga that's just, hey, hit me up when you have a good time. I ain't about to gas you. I ain't got no time. You want to have a good time? As simple as that. Would I like to be, chilling with one girl that's down for me and I could trust her and all that? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But it's starting to become an impossibility in the West, bro. How can you keep a naturally unhappy creature unhappy? It's impossible. You can go take one of them passport women's and one of them girls abroad and bring her to America. She gonna get Americanized. I tell you, the original red pill playbook for me was Eddie Murphy's Raw. He spoke on Passport Bros and all that, bro. You bring her back here, she gonna get Americanized. Jay-Z spoke on it. He said, hey, Z, you treat me like animal. He said, when I met you, Miss Fufu, you was dead broke, half naked. Now you won't have. He got that from Eddie Murphy Raw. So, yeah, I be telling y'all, man, once, like I said, a lot of guys don't get to be the side ninja. A lot of guys don't have girls approach them. I ain't saying I got them bitches, flocking like that. You know what I'm saying? But occasionally, I am one of those dudes where it tends to happen. I ain't saying all these bitches is bad, but it tend that women shoot their shot, like blatantly shoot their shot. Like it ain't even like I gotta decipher it. Sometimes they shoot their shot. I done had women I thought shot they shot, stared and just said, "No, I ain't interested." Cool, fuck you staring for? So I've been the dude that got cheated on. I've been the dude that a chick been cheating on me with when I ain't had nothing. Dudes paying the bills, doing this. Oh, I'm gonna go pick my boyfriend up. I'll be right back. Like, it's a shiesty world. And when you young, you just thinking like, oh man, this is just an anomaly. All women not like this. There's some good girls out. Hell no. I remember I was smashing this chick. Her mama called her. And you know, she like, I hope you ain't doing nothing you ain't supposed to do. And I'm just in the back smashing. Listen to the whole conversation, man. And she's speaking normal as hell. Like ain't nothing going on. Dog. And what really, I'm gonna tell you 2 stories before I get off here that open my eyes about, like, when I go in at the time, I'm thinking they're anomalies. I go back in retrospect, right? 2 things that changed my mind about women, right? I forgot what the one I was gonna say, but I got one right. So there's a girl, I was like in high school, so I graduated, whatever. We used to chat on Facebook, so Facebook kind of really got started. And I liked her, whatever. We talking and shit, whatever, you know, and I ain't really make a move. So I'm back home. I'm chilling with my homie and shit, right? I ain't even never told my nigga this. So we in this basement chilling, you know, playing the game. I'm on the computer, whatever. And he was like, well, look what Crystal sent me, right? So it's a video of her finger herself, right? And I'm trying to get with her. She sending this nigga naked pictures. You know what I'm saying? So you are naked videos of her. It is before like videos really popped off on the phone like that. So she, you know, how long it took for her to download that video clear. So she sending this nigga videos of her playing with herself. I'm like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out the sweepstakes on that one. I'm out the sweepstakes. I'm out for sure. And and I sit there like, damn, he ain't doing shit, and she probably just doing the basic shit. And she said, I'm sitting here chopping hard for months. And she sent him a video playing. Like I said, when a woman knows she wants you, bro, she gonna make it known. You might just have to make the first move. But that's when I kind of started looking at, you know, just like, man, look at these hoes different, bro. I was trying to remember what the other one I was gonna say was. Oh man, what was the other version I was gonna say? I'll tell y'all this one, right? Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, it do, but it don't. So I'm gonna tell you another version. We in school, whatever, and my homie messing with this girl. Now we all was trying to like just smash. Well, we all, you know, kind of trying to get her, but my homie, she chose my homie, right? So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So she chose my homie, whatever, and thank God she did. She was from Milwaukee. This chick name was Atila. And like he with her and he smashed her raw, right? Right. He smashed her raw, whatever, right? And what's so funny is bitches talk. I just say I ain't gonna put his business out there. We ain't even cool no more, but bitches talk, bro. So she telling me what the issue is with him, and I'm like, damn, you feel like mad comfortable. We all in the same circle telling me what the issue with him is, right? Like mad comfortable. Like I'm like, dog, yeah, I ain't no whole ass nigga, dog. Even though we fell out, I didn't mention that shit. You know, that what she told me died with me. So eventually he smashed her, whatever, and she said she might be pregnant. Just listen to this whole story. This wasn't even a story I'm about to bring up. Listen to this whole story, right? So a dude, we all outside chilling, right? This on like a Saturday weekend. We chilling, probably with no major party on campus. So a dude come up to me, right? He like, man, that girl. He said, I can't remember exactly what he did. That girl, but he did. That girl, you know, you need to watch out. I don't remember. Your boy, the girl that your boy messed with, you need to watch out. Whoop de whoop, right? And I ain't understand. I ain't really catch it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we chilling, having fun, we drinking, and you know bullshit. I ain't really catch it, right? But he put me on game, so I ain't really catch it though, right? And we all, I'm like, you know, then I'm trying to. Oh, so then me and her went to the club, whatever, though, right? So we at the club, whatever. We went together, whatever. It wasn't nothing. He's still with my nigga, so we dancing. Nothing. He, you know, he ain't tripping. Like I ain't tripping because it's nothing. So we leave the club. I walk her back to campus, right? Because this is a little walk, or whatever. And she go up to these niggas from Atlanta, right? I'm like, all right, you good? It was about 5 of these niggas, about 5 of them, probably even more than that. We used to call be on the dummy wall. So it's about 5 of them niggas, bro. So she all with them and hugging them and rubbing them. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to get in the middle of it. So, right. So we stayed on the just check this whole story out, bro. So I forget what floor. I think we stayed on the 6th floor, bro. Benson Hall, 6th floor. Our TA talked to us every day, bro. And I'm pretty sure he knew this nigga was messing with this girl. Long story short, I can't remember how it came out. Oh my God. I can't remember how we found out. But they was the TA and them niggas that she was with, they was running a train on her. I ain't talking about 2 niggas, 3 niggas. Like they said it was about 5 or 6, 7. You know, niggas from Atlanta. Niggas from Atlanta is you know what it is, right? They was running a train on this chick Atila. This is not even a tripped out part of the story. They run a train on this chick, bruh. And my man's was raw dogging it, bruh. He thought he had her. He was so mad. He was messed up behind it, bro. And I'm a real nigga. I gave him the money for the plan B, right? Even though, you know, it could have been anybody. I don't know if niggas were protecting themselves, but I just imagine if it's 7 niggas fucking a bitch at once, you know, I would hope that niggas would wrap their shit up, right? And I had the money for the plan B and shit, and never asked for the money back neither. Real nigga, right? And what's the crazy shit about it? He confronted her, and she broke down crying and shit, right? I want to say he confronted her in my room, in my dorm room, and she wasn't even supposed to be up there. He confronted her, and remember, my homie stayed in the next dorm room, right? So, but if you go halfway up the hallway, the TA stayed right there. So Justin was a hoe ass. He was from Detroit too. Justin was a bunch of hoe ass niggas from Detroit at this whole school. I felt like he was a hoe ass nigga, right? Right? And I'm pretty sure he knew. So that even the craziest part is I was right there when she called her boyfriend back in Milwaukee and told her everything that had happened. And he told her to come back home. I guess they got her back home and they went back together. I sat here and oh man, I sat here and listened to her tell her boyfriend about the homie, about the other dudes that ran a train on her and everything, bruh. And this was a nerdy looking, average looking chick, nerdy, average glasses. Her name was Atila. And I'm gonna tell you what. So that was the I watched her tell her boyfriend that with my own 2 ears and 2 eyes. I watched and listened to her tell her boyfriend. He said it's okay. Whoop de whoop. Now maybe that was the overplay for the underplay when she got to the crib. But if she was comfortable enough to tell her boyfriend that sex capade she had, and that's just what we knew of, right? Then he already knew what was up, bro. And what was so, and I'll tell you, I'll leave y'all with this, and I'll read Angel last comment. What was so trippy about it is she used to be telling us about she had this roommate named December. You know what I'm saying? They had this roommate, she had this roommate named December, right? And she used to tell us how December used to get ran through and how she was a big ass hoe and all you don't want to talk to her and all this type of shit, bro. And she was around there doing the same whole shit that December was doing. And December wasn't a looker, but she had a real pretty smile though. And she was also accused of stealing somebody's panties out the laundry room. But hey, that ain't me. But what's so funny about the story is they was roommates. Hoes of a feather flock together, and a hoe would criticize another hoe. I'll give you another story. I had a homie. He was smarter though, right? He was just knocking down this chick that played on the golf team. We was once again, hoes be cool. She was in the bro circle. She was cool, right? She was cool. The chick was. We still cool to this day. She married. Her boyfriend probably don't know about nothing. Him and my homeboy ran a train on her after we left the school, right? So hoes just be cool, and she asked him to do it. So hoes just be cool. You feel me? So she used to be hanging around, but he just would knock her shit down and be done with it, right? And she had these 2 chicks. They was twins. They was hoes from the Virgin Island, but she had a nemesis, right? She had this chick that she hated, and she would criticize her for being a hoe, but she was a hoe. So anytime you see a woman say, "Oh, that bitch a hoe," just that, and don't think that she ain't no hoe. She's a hoe too. Hoes criticize hoes and hoes flock together. He said the Princess the Marina CJ, a movie on a true story where soldiers deployed to Bahrain. I think he brought her back to the USA, got locked out of the military. She got Americanized and did them dirty. Exactly. Yo. Our stories about, dudes bringing those the chicks back, and then the chicks, get the green card and go be fucking with the neighbor, bro. Man, all these chicks the same. All these chicks the same, bro. What Jap Minister? Go check out Minister Jap channel. If you don't like hardcore shit, don't do it. You like some real shit, go check out Jack. He said, man, y'all be thinking them chicks abroad or them African chicks, the different, they just ashy hoes. That shit was funny. He said they use tears to manipulate. We do exactly. Only way tears gonna work for me if it's coming from my nieces or nephews or a little girl that need help. He said takes want to know exactly. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I stayed on a little bit longer than expected. Make sure y'all share this, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. This will be on the podcast in the morning. You can check it out on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and a couple others. Shout out to everybody watching on Kick, everybody watching on Twitch, everybody watching on YouTube. Just hit the link tree. You can take you right where you need to go to. Want to donate? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, roll the bottom screen, PayPal link in the link tree description. Peace.